William Hill, the home of betting.
So the Scoop6 expected to hit £4 million, and I know my colleague Dave Alton has gone in quite heavy selection-wise, so to try and keep the perms down in the opener at Sandown, I think you get off to a flyer with Baradari, Venetia Williams runner, who's run really well at Cheltenham Festival, finishing 5th, it behind Hawkeye in the juvenile handicap. Should be capable of going well if sticking to that sort of form. And Ronaldinho for Alan King, who pulled quite hard last time out in a hot race at Ascot, has got a £5 pull in the weights with the winner, and should be capable of reversing the form provided he settles better.
A.220 then, decent 7 furlong competitive race, part of our Scoop6, and where are we going to go? Well, there's 3 that I'm going to give you basically to perm up. Big Johnny D, really progressive last year for David Barron. He's got the top one, Bertie Whittle, just compressing the weights here. I think he can go really, really close. Sir Reginald, Richard Fahey and Ryan Moore teaming up again, really solid firm this. Got going a bit too late on his return at Doncaster, should go really close here with a better ground and set the trend towards the top with crack jockey Oisin Murphy. So there are your 3. Set the trend at the top to beat Big Johnny D and Sir Reginald.
The 250 at Ripon is the next leg of the Scoop6, and I'm going to stick with the class horses. I like the top weight Captain Ramius, who ran really well on his reappearance at Doncaster, Kevin Ryan's runner, and Doc Hay, who made another one to make a nice reappearance and should appreciate any rain that falls at the track. It's currently good ground, but if it does go on the soft side, then that will really suit Doc Hay. So that's Captain Ramius and Doc Hay. The 325 at Haydock looks a really tricky race, red hot handicap. I'm going to stick with a couple of last time out winners. Gabrial's Kaka ran nicely in the Lincoln first time out and was a really impressive winner last time. It's gone up in the weights but appears to be improving. Gabrial's Kaka. And Robert the Painter for David O'Mara's yard. Julie Burke's on board. Again, won very nicely last time out. A drop nicely down the weights, but even after the rise could still be well treated.
Ripon's 330 then, and we've got a stayers race for you. Often use this as a precursor for the Chester Cup, and 3 to go to war with. Sizzler, really well drawn for his return, ended on a high last season. He beat Chocala when signing off. He's up in the weights, and Chocala reopposes here for Alan King. Nothing went right for him over hurdles after a decent debut in juvenile contests, but King had a decent winner in the week at on the flat at Epsom in Chartres, and I think this is a player coming over from Ireland. Gordon Elliott gives us Bayan, 3rd in the Coral Cup. Gary O'Brien of ATR, he owes him that race working out really, really well. So here's your 3 for the Ripon race to 330, Sizzler, Chocala and Bayan. Okay, final leg of the Scoop6, and if we're still going hot under the collar time, but let's try and keep it simple in the Bet365 Gold Cup. The big race bringing the curtain down on the jump season, and if the ground doesn't deteriorate, then same difference. While he hasn't been in quite the same form this season, he was 2nd last year off a £5 higher mark and is staying on 5th for Twiston Davis in the Kim Muir, a race he won the previous year. That suggested he was coming back to form, and basically he's now back on his last winning mark. And another one, Burton Port. Yes, he was one of the first, if not the first horse in the Grand National to depart, but those fences weren't for him. He acted well at this track over hurdles basically, when with Nicky Henderson, and if he gets into a rhythm up front, he's still well handicapped, and let's face it, didn't have much of a race in the Grand National. So same difference, and Burton Port in the final leg.